Hello everyone, my name is Decker Link, the trained unprofessional, and welcome to Repeat. Welcome back to Repeat. Repeat has been updated as of today. This is the day this is going up online. This is the day that the build for this particular update that I'm about to play goes public. Now, as I am a patron, I get access to this beforehand, but because to respect Shirakoi's wishes, reasonable wishes, I'm the one that asked. I wait to do the videos of the updates until the builds have been made public. So for all the people who've been wondering how the repeat upload schedule works, where it's been, all this other stuff, first of all, thank you for being so interested, and two, that's what's going on with that. Now, if I sound a little raspy, that's because last night I did a 5-hour solo stream, which I've never done before. We did a 12-hour stream of Doki Doki Literature Club, but that was with a group, so the vocal burden was split amongst the many, and that was done. Yesterday was done on the heels of me getting over being sick. So yay! And normally I would say fuck recording today. I ain't gonna do that shit. But given my recent lack of punctuality, we'll call it that way, because I've been sick, I just know that I pretty much have to record today if I'm going to have enough time to edit it and put it online on the public date, which I believe is the 20th. I'm joined, of course, by Spoofy, who I woke up. I actually had a morning shift, and why am I talking about all this extra shit? Let's just get into the goddamn game. So this is where we left off on the last one. I don't like where this is going, and it's apparently going to a hallway. And also, Spoofy has made it his life goal to eat my pants. Could you not? Could you stop eating my pants? No? Just gonna double down on this, I guess. Okay. Awesome. Oh my god! That was not a part of the pants you need to be biting, bro. That was very scary. I just felt the pull of teeth on cloth on the part of the chair right in front of my crotch. So that was fucking terrifying. The walk back to campus was all a blur to me. I'd stumbled to my dorm in an exhausted haze. A quick shower and a change of clothes made me feel a little better. I was probably missing class, but to hell with it at this point. Yeah, fuck the plot. We got more interesting shit. Not fuck the plot. Fuck the framework of the plot. There you go. The whole encounter left me feeling like a wet rag tossed into a washing machine. Ugh. My legs ached as I stumbled back into my dorm. With a sigh, I set the golden trophy Sissel had given me for safekeeping on my desk. I ran my hands across its dirty rim. That's a dirty rim, dirty little rim. It was a bit tempting to just throw it out. I shook my head slowly before peeking at my phone for the time. I might just skip the rest of my classes for today. I'm way too pooped to do anything productive. But I'm too worried about Sissel to just jump back into bed either. I let out a frustrated groan and dug stressful hands through my hair. Looks like it's gonna be one of those days. Well, in this game, every day is one of those days, it seems. They ain't no days off in this game. Oh shit, what the fuck? My phone suddenly vibrated to life, snapping me out of my thoughts, even though it sounded with a ring. Interesting. Hello, John speaking. Hey, yo, Ghostbuster. I see you're still alive and kicking. Jenny's fatigued voice. Damn it. I wish I'd have known it was fatigued that I could do the voice justice. Justice! Sorry. Late night really took a lot out of me. I usually don't go outside much. Don't worry about it. I'm feeling pretty exhausted myself. Did you make it back home all right? Jenny scoffed and blew a raspberry into the speaker. Sure. Safe and sound under house arrest again. It's great. Philip and Owen wouldn't stop pestering me, and Gran almost had an aneurysm. I still wonder what the fuck her disease is. Maybe I'm just missing obvious shit here, but I don't remember what her problem is. I'm very curious as to what it is, because That gives a lot of answers, but maybe some we don't want to have. Don't go, Ginny. I have the baby carrots. Why do I have baby carrots? Ugh, there's a leak in the bag. Yeah. What about you guys? Is Sissel getting in with Herschel now, or is he being a big baby about it? I bit my lips and glanced behind my back nervously. He snuck into the room. Oh. I'm used to just automatically shutting doors when I go into a room. I guess we just waltz in and just leave our shit open. I never lived in a dorm, so maybe that's a normal thing. Ginny, you're really close with Sissel, right? It didn't say the line where he whispered into his phone. I didn't say that part, so it's kind of weird. Ginny. Ginny paused in surprise. Well, yeah, Sis is like family to me. We've known each other for ages. Is something wrong? Well, the music would certainly indicate so, and the truck backing up in my parking lot certainly is interrupting the mood, you fucker! Do you know anything about Sissel's family at all? As in his real family? Sissel's an orphan, remember? He got picked up off a garbage dump and grew up at the West Orphanage. We don't know anything about who his family is or where he came from. When Sis and I were younger, we did try to see if anyone recognized Sissel or if he's related to anybody nearby. No luck. Ginny sighed bitterly. Sissel was abandoned by his parents like trash, John. I don't expect those kinds of people to speak up if their kid came looking for them. It's infuriating to think about. Sissel's actually really broken up about his whole parenting situation. He's always wanted to get to know where he came from and what kind of people his parents are. What child wouldn't in his circumstances? Did you notice during Visitor's Day, the way he kept looking at the other kids meeting up with their family? There was a heavy silence as Ginny audibly gritted her teeth over the phone. Sissel's a good kid. If I ever find these parents of his, they're both getting a punch in the face. She sighed tiredly before clearing her throat. Anyway, why do you ask? Did something come up? I gulped and held the phone closer to my face. Well, when Sissel and I arrived at Herschel's place today, Sissel mumbled. Sissel mumbled under his breath as he emerged from behind the counter. The busy hours of the day has begun, and customers were slowly tricking into Café de Cure. Sissel absent-mindedly wiped down the tables and self-consciously tugged at his ragged tank top. He had forgotten his cafe uniform back in his dorm at BriAnna. He should probably call John to grab it for him later. Hopefully the customers won't mind. Most of them are regulars and are pretty friendly with him anyway. Behind him, the kitchen was bustling with activity as Herschel cooked up orders for the morning's customers. A heavy weight pressed against his chest as Sissel gently rummaged in his pocket for the photograph he found this morning. Herschel's acting as cheerful as carefree as ever, but he was hiding something. Sissel was sure of it. Now he couldn't help but feel a bitter gnawing in his chest every time he saw the boss. Poor fucker. What are the chances that we're actually related? And why hide it? Did boss really toss me out as a baby? Young man! What? An elderly couple waved to him from their seat in the cafe, chuckling to each other. I was hoping for a refill on my coffee if you're not too busy with your thoughts. Sorry. I'll get you one right away. Sissel dusted himself off sheepishly before grabbing a steaming pot from the coffee machine. Better stay focused. He's still on the job, after all. Here's your coffee, ma'am. And some cream to go along with it. Thank you. Aren't you the little fellow who has always followed Herschel around back in the day? What? What? But he... I'm confused. See, I once described this game to someone as you're constantly given pieces of a puzzle, and you want to see what the puzzle's going to make, and you're really invested in getting to see how all these puzzle pieces fit together, and with every update, you just get more pieces. You don't get any pieces that fit together. You get, some of them fit together, some of them fit together. Sometimes you think maybe this one and that one, but they could also work with this one and that one. You gotta think about it, and then every new update, a million more pieces, and you gotta figure them out too. And it's like, oh god. And I like that shit. I like that shit, because if you can just predict where a story is going, it's kind of boring to read, isn't it? Oh fuck. Oh shit, there's new sprites in this update, and I ain't seen this one before. He looked mad. Oof, he looks toned, too. What do you mean? Yeah, see, there you go. You see, he looks skinny as shit. That's something Shiro mentioned in his tweet. He was like, the neutral Sissel's pose is, like, making him look real skinny. Oh, yeah, I mean, Herschel's my boss. I've been working for him for years now. The old lady tugged on her husband's sleeve excitedly. See, dear, what did I tell you? It is the little boy that Herschel took in a couple years ago. Look at how quickly he's grown up. Time really flies when you're not paying attention. Oh, no, but he still looks like a little kid to me. The old lady swatted her husband, and the two of them laughed jovially. Sissel blinked and scratched his head awkwardly. Sorry, but do I know you? Oh, not personally, but my husband and I have been regulars to Herschel's Cafe for years now, ever since the cafe opened. Herschel's a good man and has been treating us very well. Oh, well, he's probably only being nice because we tip so well. Spoofy, get out of there. Spoofy, get away from my pants. I swear to God, Spoofy. I swear, one of these days, Spoofy. The old man dodged another swat from his wife with a toothy grin. Don't listen to him. Don't listen to him? Oh, there we go. I married an idiot. It's a little blip there. You're kind of worried. When I first tried to boot this game up, it crashed immediately. I was like, uh-oh. Some shit is going down. Anyway, the lag is strong with this one. We were just talking about how little we've seen of you lately. Oh, God. Where have you been, young man? Oh, I've been busy with schoolwork and job hunting and whatnot. My hours are usually later in the afternoon. The old lady gives Sissel a friendly smile before sipping her coffee. The fuck is this? Sounds fun. Whatever the case, it's good to see you spend more time with Herschel. You've been a good influence on him the past few years. He looks very happy. What do you mean by that? The old man sniggered and gestured towards the kitchen where Herschel's clanking away at the stove. Oh shit. That means Spoofy gotta go out. Spoofy gonna go outside. You should have seen it when the cafe first opened. That man looked absolutely miserable. Heaven knows why. He just opened a good business in life, but he seemed pretty good. Meanwhile, that man came to work every day like a dead man walking. He'd always take the weekends off to wander around the city as though he was looking for something. Moz was miserable? Oh, come on, man. Did he ever say why? Herschel never seemed to talk. I will fucking murder you. Herschel never seemed to talk about it, so we didn't bring it up. The old lady frowned and tapped her chip with a teaspoon. Oh no, he did mention something about a family member passing away back then. It must have hit him hard. The old lady's face suddenly brightened before patting Sissel on the arm. It's a good thing you came along, though. Ever since Herschel took you under his wing, he's looked happier than he's ever been in his life. Have you known him his whole life? How the fuck do you know that? I think he's very proud to have you around and watch you grow up, young man. You've been a good influence on Herschel's life. I'm glad to see you around again. You know, it's these random old people that just say the most on-point shit that fucks with us. Sissel felt his cheeks flush. He awkwardly scratches his head and glances toward the kitchen doors. I guess. Never thought the old bag was such a sap. The old bag? Who calls their boss an old bag? It's kind of fucked up if you think about it. I ain't enough chit-chat with one job. What? Oh. Alrighty, enough chit-chat while won the job. Are our omelets ready yet, kiddo? Oh, right. Sorry about that. I'll grab them right away. Get your head out of the clouds, kid. Thought Herschel taught you better than that. Damn. He didn't raise me. I mean, technically, I guess he sort of did. Anyway, grabbing omelets. I'll talk to you folks later. I'll see you around. Fuck, man. Sissel's chest felt very, what the fuck is going on? Get the hell out of there, spoof. Sissel's chest felt a little warm as he stepped into the kitchen to face his boss. Hey there, Sissy, that whole couple's omelets are done. Can you carry them out when you get a chance? Sure thing, boss. Herschel hummed cheerfully as plopped down 2 breakfast plates onto the kitchen counter. I love me some breakfast. God damn, breakfast can make me happy. His face was bright with his usual good-natured grin. It was hard to see him be other than good-intentioned. I have no idea what that sentence says. Nah, I'm fucking up. Great, thanks. Sissel yelped as a hand suddenly ruffled through his hair, dragging him out of his thoughts. What's with that boring look? Did the old people talk your ears off again? Will you calm the fuck down? He's nomming on an inanimate object and he's going nuts. 'Tis best to humor him and be polite. You're probably gonna be just as rambly when you get old, sissy. What? No, they were really nice. I was just thinking about stuff they said, that's all. Oh, look at this happy-ass fucking Herschel. He's so happy. Oh, what kind of stuff? Were they talking about how gorgeous and dazzling I was back in my youth? Oh, shit. You can't tell me what to do, Dad. As if. You're not as impressive as you think you are, boss. I'll have you know the ladies were all over me back in day. Says the single and virgin 40-year-old man. Oh, damn, sis, way to kick a man where it hurts. I'll have you know I'm at the ripe age of 37. It's an awfully old age to be a Excuse me, this coming from the little guy fawning over his crush like a love-struck fangirl without the guts to ask him out. This motherfucker is going all kinds of sassy. I love it. So expressive. Touché. Anyway, what were the old peeps saying about me? Nicer things than you, I hope. Oh, they mentioned how you acted really depressed back when the cafe first opened, and that you looked kind of miserable every day and whatnot. Oh, right. I was just wondering if everything's okay, boss. You just never seem the type to get upset over anything, you know? Well, yeah. Everything's fine right now. Did something happen back then? Herschel scratched his chin and glanced uncomfortably at his feet. My, sister passed away when I was a little before I opened up the cafe. Was it the lake lady's sister then? And maybe he didn't get a, maybe she gave birth and then she died, and then Herschel couldn't take care of him, so I am so fucked up right now. I didn't exactly deal with it very well. I was kinda like you, to be honest. I had parents, sure, but they wasn't exactly on the up-and-up kind side of society. Didn't exactly care about the kids, either. My sis, she was the only real family I had. We ran away from home as early as we could, living off the streets and begging for work for years before we managed to get a place for ourselves. Sis took real good care of me. She was a real good culinary chef, too. I learned everything I know from her. He's going to town on this shoe. Herschel heaved a heavy sigh and waved his hand dismissively. And then, poof, she was suddenly gone. So yeah, I was a bit miserable for a few years. Oh, sorry to hear that, boss. Hey, don't get all mopey and emotional on me now. All that stuff is behind me. No more shoe for you. Yeah, what the fuck you gonna do now? God just spoke, bitch. These last few years have been nothing but great for me. Sissel yelped as Herschel let out a hearty laugh and slapped him on the back. Now I have got a little brat protege under my wing who's the pride of my life. I wouldn't trade this for the world. Sissel felt his cheeks burn brightly as he hastily grabbed the breakfast plates from the kitchen counter. Never thought you were such a sappy old man. Don't you ever get embarrassed with all this mushy stuff you say? Of course not, especially when you're the one who gets embarrassed by it. Sissel groaned and stomped his way out of the kitchen. He could still hear Herschel's warm laugh as the kitchen doors closed behind him. Damn. Damn, dizzity damn damn. Sissel wasn't sure what he had been thinking. It's hard to imagine Herschel having anything other than good intentions. His boss had been so good to him. The photo that he found this morning. I'm not doing these pauses intentionally. The game is just lagging to fuck. Sissel is sure Herschel had a good reason to hide it. It's probably best to stop being so nosy. He felt a bit guilty to have ever even doubted him. With a sigh, Sissel made his way out into the cafe counter. Into the counter? Ugh, time to get back to work. Sissel was going to make damn sure he pays Herschel back for his kindness one day. And that's what we found in the garbage dump this morning. Damn, I missed a lot, didn't I? I frowned slightly as I finished telling Ginny my misadventures from earlier today. There was an awful lot of clanking and rustling in the background of our phone call. Was Ginny doing on her end? I don't want to know anything about Ginny's end, to be honest with you. She's kind of sick. I don't know. I don't want to catch nothing. She's sounding awfully breathless, too. So what you're telling me is there's a chance Sissel and Herschel could be related? And that there's a chance Hirsch might know more about Sissel's background that he's letting on? That sums it up, yeah. There's always a chance that we're barking up the wrong tree and Herschel's holding a random person's baby in that photograph. But I gotta say, the resemblance is uncanny. I jumped as the sound of screeching wheels rang through my phone's speakers. Jenny's breath was shaky for a moment as she gasped for air. I'm here. What are you even talking about? I'm outside. Your window... That bitch ran! Oh my god, what the hell? I scrambled to my room window and glanced down. Sure enough, Ginny was outside, hunched over her scooter with a satisfied grin on her face. I raised my phone back to my face in bewilderment. Did you skate all the way to campus while I was talking? Yeah. I wasn't going to sleep at home and we've found a little mystery on our hands. Especially when Sissel's involved. If this could help him in any way, I'm in. Now hurry up and get out here, John. Oh, right. Looks like I'll be skipping class for the whole day. Hope Mrs. Corliss doesn't kill me. Oh no, you missed a class in photography. I ran outside to find Ginny hunched over on the sidewalk. Her face was strained and pale. Ginny, you doing okay? Oh, she still looks pale. She looks normal. Yeah, just a little out of breath. She suddenly broke out into a coughing fit, rasping painfully for air. I hurried over to her side and patted her back as she slowly recovered. Maybe you should stay home for today. You already looked really tired this morning. Ginny brushed my arm away dismissively and shook her head. I stay at home too much. I've just got a small case of anemia. Oh, really? Bri has anemia. She treats it with iron supplements. That don't look like anemia to me. I think she's lying. I think she's lying to us. But of course, what the fuck do we know? Just gotta take things slow and I'll be fine. If you say so. Ginny took a sip of water from a bottle in her bag and then stood up. Alrighty, enough moping around. Are you ready to do some investigating? I have no idea where to even start. Maybe we could ask Mrs. Corliss if she knows anything? Herschel did mention he went to Garania Academy back in day. Nah, that won't work. Gran knows better than to gossip about her students' personal lives. She'd never tell us anything unless we had good reason to know. Also, if you talked to her, she'd fucking skin us alive for you breaking into campus again. Damn. Not sure how else we're gonna find any information on Herschel at this point. Jenny had a smug grin on her face as she beckoned me to follow her. Oh, poor John. Lucky for us, I know a guy who can help us. He's a friend of mine, an older gentleman who went to Garania Academy around the same time as Herschel. Better yet, his line of work lets him know practically everything that happens in the city. If you want information, he's your man. I raised an eyebrow doubtfully. How'd you become friends with someone like that? I broke him out of prison. What? Wait, what? Jenny waved her hand dismissively before hopping on her scooter and rolling down the street. There was an insufferably smug grin on her face. Come on, John, hurry up! What? You fucking crazy kids. I scurried after her in bewilderment. Wait, you can't just tell me you broke a guy out of prison without giving me details. Maybe another day. I could only gape wordlessly as Jenny led me to who knows where. Christ. Oh, a downtown bar with the nice lights in the windows side. I nervously followed Jenny into a series of dark alleyways and twisted streets. The city's towering buildings loomed over us. Their shadows darkened the alley so much that it's practically nighttime. Finally, after what felt like hours of walking, Jenny slows to a halt at the corner of the alleyway. We're here. I stared at the building suspiciously. It was a small nightclub, or maybe a bar lounge. Neon signs glowing at the storefront read, The Robin's Nest. This is an awfully shady place. My friend is an awfully shady person. Don't worry, though. He's got the heart of gold under that gruff exterior. Now, here's something I remember. I remember, what is it? Philip has that source. There's some source that knows shit. I feel like we're about to meet him. What's the guy's name, anyway? Jenny shrugged. His business name is MORSE. I remember that. Nobody really knows what his real name is. You sure we can trust this guy? Of course! He owes me big time. Anyway, let's hurry up and meet him. But you can't just walk into a bar! Ignoring my nervous splutters, Jenny strolled right up to the bar's front door. The bouncer standing guard glared at us suspiciously. I gulped. The guy was huge. He could probably snap us in half with his bare hands. What was Jenny thinking? The bouncer's eyes suddenly lit up when he gets a closer look at us. Well, look at who it is. How's it going, Jenny? What the f... Hey, yo, Terry. Hey, yo. I'm doing pretty great. Is Morse busy today? I was hoping to talk with him for a few moments. The bouncer peered over his shoulder and shrugged. It's been a pretty quiet morning. I'm sure the boss will love to see you. He suddenly caught sight of me and frowned. Who's this little brat? I hid behind Jenny and waved meekly. Hi. Oh, he's a good friend of mine. No worries, we can trust him. The fuck is this double life shit? Holy hell. It's a side of Jenny we have never seen before. The bouncer sighed and stepped aside, opening the door for us. Try not to piss off the boss. He's a bit on edge lately. No promises. Jenny stepped inside before excitingly beckoning me to follow her. Come on, John. Stop waiting on Worry Wharton. Hurry it up. What the fuck is going on? I gulped and followed her closely into the dark robin's nest. This felt like a terrible idea. Yeah, I got a feeling it is a bad idea. Surprisingly, Jenny didn't walk straight to the bar or even the main lounge area. She grabbed my hand and quietly led me to a narrow corner with a small, unassuming door. Spoofy, I swear to God. After stumbling through the dark for a few minutes, we made our way into a dimly lit room. Oh, a private lounge. I stared in disbelief. Wait, are you telling me there's a bar lounge hidden behind another bar lounge? Who designed this place? The place was entirely empty as we strolled inside. Jenny shrugged with a laugh. This hidden lounge is for special guests. Morse doesn't like dealing with most customers, so he lurks back here most of the time. He also didn't like dealing with kids who show up unannounced. I jumped as someone suddenly stood up from behind the bar. You look very familiar. You look very familiar. You look very, very familiar. For some reason, I'm remembering the picture of Graham. Where's my phone? Oh, I was about to look for my phone. You are my phone right now. Fuck. It was a tall, disgruntled fox wearing an odd-looking hat. His face was narrow and strict, with a pair of eerily hawk-like eyes. Oh, Morse, you're still wearing that hat I gave you. The man shrugged and tinkered behind the bar nonchalantly. You get all huffy when I show up without it. Shouldn't you be at home? Your grandmother is going to throw a fit again. Ginny rolled her eyes. Whoa. Oh, image Ginny frown not found. Well, at least we didn't get that gigantic fucking screen, that error screen anymore. I appreciate that. She should get used to it by now. I can't stay cooped up all day. We saw the frown earlier. I don't know what the fuck that's about. Anyway, my friend and I were hoping to ask you about a few things. Morse finally turned his hawk-like eyes to me. His gaze was sharp. I felt it almost cutting through me as he looked me up and down. Aren't you that kid that Philip took a bullet for a couple days ago? John, or whatever your name is. I gulped. Yeah, but how did you know? It's my job to know these things. Which apparently means you folks will come interrogate me whenever you need to know something. Morse sighed tiredly and slid 2 glasses of soda in front of us. Crossing his arms, he leaned back behind the bar and stared at the two of us sharply. So, what do you need to know? This fucker's cool. He's scary, but he's cool. Ginny was busy sipping at her soda. I gulped and fidgeted on the bar counter, comma, period. So, we were wondering if you could tell us anything about a friend of ours. His name's Herschel McDermott, the boss of the cafe downtown. Ginny looked up from her soda with a grin. Morse, you went to BriAnna about the same time as Herschel, didn't you? Is there anything you remember about that guy's family? Morse scratched his chin slowly. Herschel. Oh, right. I think I remember him. Cecilia Bradley's little brother, I think. He was just a little kid when I first met him. I blinked in surprise. Cecilia Bradley? As in the lady who won the National Culinary Arts Contest a few years ago? Yeah, that's the one. Her friends just call her Cecilia, though. She taught me to play chess while I was at BriAnna. Morse nodded, smiling softly at the memories. She's a good soul, that one. Brilliant, too. His smile disappeared. Celia deserved better than what she got, that's for sure. What do you mean? Morse sighed tiredly before reaching for a cup of coffee behind the counter. Cecilia and Herschel McDermott's parents were both pieces of trash. What makes it worse is that they are involved in some shady dealings. Their home was no place for children. The only reason Celia stayed in that house for so long was to keep her little brother safe. She could only take so much, though. Celia ran away from home and started living out on the streets. She worked her ass off for a couple of years to gather enough money to take care of her brother. Celia rescued Herschel from that house shortly afterwards. Good timing, too. The parents' meth lab blew up a couple days later. Fuck. Morse paused and took another sip of his coffee. After that, Celia used all her money to attend BriAnna Academy, sneaking her brother along with her. Those two were pretty much inseparable. She was always looking out for her little brother. Both of them were real good at that old culinary arts thing, too. Talking about opening a cafe together when they got older. Where is Celia Bradley now? I fidgeted uncomfortably. I probably wasn't going to like the answer. Morse's eyes pierced into mine. She's dead. Her parents owed a lot of debts when they weren't around anymore. Naturally, those debts fell onto her. and she was in no position to pay him off. Oh. Morse sighed and stood up straight, dusting himself off. That's enough depressing questions for one day. You kids done? My usual customers are going to be arriving soon. I can't have a bunch of kids around when they arrive. Right. We'll get out of your way, sir. Hold on. I've got one last question. Did Herschel or Celia ever have any kids? Morse scratched his chin for a moment before shrugging. Herschel never had any luck with the ladies, so I doubt it. As for Celia, I'm not sure. We stopped talking after I got dragged away from BriAnna. Ginny bit her lip in disappointment. Oh, that's a shame. Thanks for your help, though. We really appreciate it. Morse rolled his eyes and shooed us towards the door. The best thing you two could do for me right now is to get out of my hair. Alrighty. We'll be going now. See you around, Morse. You kids stay out of trouble now. Jenny and I exchanged looks as we made outway the door. This escalated quickly. Well, if he wanted information, we sure got it. But I'm not sure if any of this will actually help Sissel in any way. One moment, please. I jumped as I felt a hand on my shoulder. Oh, hell. Morse appeared behind me, looking rather bemused. Yeah? Yeah? I was just wondering. Yes? How is Owen doing? Maybe it is Graham. I blinked in confusion. Owen? I gotta go look at that picture again. As soon as this episode's done, I'm looking at that fucking picture. Pull up the picture I'm talking about. Pull it up in the green. If you can find it. Hopefully you can. I used it as a thumbnail once. Obviously you should be able to. He's been doing pretty well. Nothing out of the ordinary as far as I know. Well, why do you ask? Morse only sighed and adjusted his hat slightly. Let's see. That will be all. Have a safe trip back to campus. The pauses are deafening. Oh, God. I want to look at that picture you just saw. I want to look at it. I want to do it. I could only stare dumbfounded as Morse made his way back to the into the night lounge. What a strange man. To be continued, motherfucker. No. Just one. Alright. Well, that was the update, guys. Sorry about the constant cutting and the interruptions. When you got a puppy around, shit ain't easy. God damn, I wish it was. I don't know what the fuck. What is this system of saving? I know this is Sissel's block. That's the choice. Yes. Alright. So that was it for this update of Repeat. I believe it's 0.5.7. I'm probably wrong on that though, so don't take that don't take that to the bank, because they will arrest you. I don't know why. And thank you all very much for joining me on this episode of Repeat. I very much look forward to the next update. The updates are coming out a little shorter, but they're more frequent, and a lot of people were, where's Repeat, and I am one of those people. This is my favorite visual novel that I've played so far, so I am right there with you and waiting for the updates. But just got to remember, like, most of these visual novels only have small teams, if they even have teams to begin with. This game is made by one guy. He's writing, drawing, coding, all this shit on top of a full-time job and school, and overtly on top of an overtly active sex life. The guy's busy, but he's still managing to churn out one of the most intriguing stories that I've read in a long time. So send some love his way. If you can, support him on Patreon. The link is in the description, where you can also download this game. The most updated version will have all the shit I've played in this series, except for the retcon version of Owen's Route, of course. But That being said, guys, thank you all very much for joining me, and until the next update, I've been the trained up professional, speaking for the voices in my head and Spoofy, wherever he went. Oh, he's sleeping on a panda. But I say, until then, fare thee well. Bye, everyone! I want to see that picture. I want to see that fucking picture, man. I want to see that picture!